How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Excellent. I had an excellent Thanksgiving. I went over my friends, Kia, Mackenzie, and her husband's house. We played categories. We ate plenty of food. And then from there, I went to my godson, Quinny, with his family, India, Melody, and Sheila, and all them. And for once, I didn't eat a second meal, but I definitely had a second drink. And we watched movies. And then I came on back to the crib, it's like, then we got the news quarantine. So, but I'm staying positive about it. I really am.
Before we get to the other ladies, congratulations again. Your movie continues to get amazing reviews, and I can't wait to watch it because I heard they're showing some male pieces in there. So
yes, Jeremy Meeks has an unbelievable kickstand. That makes the whole audience just go strange.
Well,
and then
you said he had a kickstand, like a third leg.
It's right. It's hang time.
So he's blessed.
Yes. And we're not mad at him about it. Anything for the craft, that's what I say. Sometimes you have to I'm going to show y'all no ass. Got to give y'all some. So, get him in the seat. Got to get him in the seats. And he didn't mind doing it for us. And I am grateful for that.
Wow. Vivica set it off in the top of the show. She came in very set it off.
I had my moment. Sure did. It was a great role for me to play. It really was, you guys. It took me literally back to my set it off days. I am so grateful for Manny Haley and Columbus Shore and Erica Peoples. The cast was amazing. And we got another one coming out in February, True to the Game 3. So more is coming.
Great.
Take names. Okay. And Selena, how was your Thanksgiving? Congratulations on your house. We saw the closet on Instagram.
Yes.
New homeowner. Hair toss, all that.
And
you're winning.
So I know you've been going through it with the stress, and you finally got your castle, and it looks amazing. So we can't wait for
that closet does. That closet is.
The closet was everything.
The closet is just. It was the cellar for me, but the rest of the house is just everything that I wanted. It's got the perfect amount of space. It's like 6,300 square feet. It's got a dope basement, and then there's still space where I can create and build out, so I'm very, 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 very happy.
A long time, girl, out here.
Listen, a basement.
Yeah.
When you got kids, you got to have, and a man, you have to have a somewhere for him to go. So I'm very, very blessed, but it's nothing but the Lord. I can't take any credit. God is absolutely unbelievably amazing. There's no words that I can use. So thank you very much. I'm just glad that it's over and I'm never doing it again. Thank you.
At least for a little while, you're ready to sell it.
I'm just gonna write a check next time. I'm gonna be that bitch.
Oh.
It's gonna be like, oh, you like this house? They're gonna be like, how much is it? They're gonna be like, it's $3 million. I'll be like, all right, where my checkbook at? I give you 2.5. That's how I'm talking the next time. I'm not going to any banks. I'm not doing any of that. Or I'm gonna be at that house.
That sounds like resolutions and goals for 2021.
Come on.
Lisa Ray, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was very thankful. It was very quiet. We cooked and it happened quick. My daughter actually cooked everything.
What a blessing.
The macaroni and cheese, the greens, the cornbread, and the candy yams. And I only did the Cornish hens. My mama did the greens. So we had a blissful, evening of eating and being festive. But earlier that day, we had an assembly line of getting lunches for the homeless together. So we put those bags together with the baby and the whole family. And then we drove around and went to every underpass in the neighborhood and then some. We spent a couple of hours out there doing that and making sure that they were feeling blessed on Thanksgiving as well. So that warmed our heart.
Well, I'm glad. And I just want to say one more time, again, thank you, ladies, for participating last week and blessing those ladies. The response was incredible. Like just reading the comments, they could be real mad at us one week for something that we said.
Exactly. We're their queens,
So I appreciate y'all really participating in that. So let's get into some hot topics.
Let's get it, girl.
Okay, despite the pandemic, millions of Americans celebrated the holiday, including Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. 2 days before Turkey Day, she posted her recipe for her cornbread dressing, tweeting the message, I hope whenever you're able to make it in life, it brings you as much warmth as let me stop trying to be cute without these damn glasses. I just can't.
Okay. Right. I was like, what's going on? No.
I'm like, I really can read, I swear. Okay, she said.
But prove it. Go ahead. Take two.
It brings you as much warmth as it has brought me, even when separated from those I love. Now, how does it make you feel that we have a vice president-elect who seems like she can throw down and she uses more than just salt in her recipes and no raisins in the potato salad.
Come on, she Black.
What did y'all expect? And wasn't she
know that from Obama and them being in there? Yeah. Fried chicken, watermelon, on the lawn, barbecues, dog, all of that. I mean, you know, we know how to flick our fingers. We know how to throw down. We know how to do more than just one or two things. And she's showing them right now, look, this is what kind of food I'm going to have. And if it's not right in the Oval Office over there for my lunch, I know how to get in where I fit in the kitchen and show y'all how to give me what I need.
That part.
It's time to put a little flavor down to the White House. There's nothing wrong with a little piece of flavor down to the White House. You know, like Ray said, you know, Obama had a basketball court down to the back, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure he wasn't the only one though.
You see what I'm saying? Okay.
Well, after Trump done got there and stunk it all up and made it all disgusting and
well, they're definitely gonna have to fumigate the White House before the new administration moves in. That will be a requirement for me. It really would.
Like for COVID, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Like we just need to go through here and just put the little tent above the whole White House. They can even have it be white if they want to, but they need to fumigate that because, you know, that was a super spreader location.
That's true.
And you know what I mean? And bad juju more than anything else. It was just bad juju all up in there. Do you know what I mean?
Sage.
They need to sage, go in there with the sage after that and just all new energy. We deserve that. Yeah. Because countries really wanted to move on. Obviously.
Probably some antibiotics. If you remember, Trump was rocking the Pawn Star. So there's probably some antibiotics that need to go through the White House as well. I'm just saying. Okay, now, unfortunately, the coronavirus infection rates are still growing. They're still going. Yes. Right here in Texas, we have 1 million cases. Despite health concerns, Lil Wayne's daughter, Reginae Carter, celebrated her 22nd birthday with a big bash over the weekend in Atlanta, and many of the guests were not wearing masks. Ladies, do you think she's being irresponsible or is she just living, you know, being a young woman living her best life?
Listen, we don't know what took place before that. It could have been like Kim Kardashian. She had made sure that when she got everybody on the plane and took them to the island for her birthday bash, that everybody took COVID tests, you know? So we don't know what Reginae was doing with her team, with her people, her guests. That could have been just that. And they were all quarantined together, unless you know something different.
Well, I'm going to say this. Where was the party? In Atlanta?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I went to Atlanta for my premiere recently, and we had on masks, me and my publicist. And when we walked around, people were looking at us like, oh, what are you guys doing? So for some reason, it's like, I don't know if it's the generation that just think they're immune to it, but COVID's real, y'all. I mean, we're up to now, about 270,000 Americans that are dead. So I guess until it comes into their home and affects them, they just gonna keep living. People are pandemic worn out. They've said that they're just like, I haven't gotten sick yet, so I'm going out. You know, so I believe that that's what's going on more than anything else too. That they're like, we good.
Okay, but let me ask this question. I want to pose this question. We wear the mask on the plane, right? And we know that that's recyclable air that's up there. What is stopping us from breathing in that air that's in that capsule with the mask on?
Well, in a plane, the air is filtered constantly. So technically speaking, it is safer to be in a plane than it is in a crowded room of people. However,
okay, so we don't have to wear the mask on the plane like they're
no.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, because you're next to people, so you can't control like the air on the plane is filtered. It's filtered anyway before COVID, but you know the stewardess can't she can't determine if a passenger has it, so she has to. You still got to do your 6 feet. Well, not your 6 feet. Is it 6 feet? Your social distance.
Yes, it is 6 feet. Yeah.
Now here in Atlanta, it's interesting because it's only certain parts. Because out where I live, like North Fulton, everybody got on a mask. They don't play no games out here. Yeah. It's masks everywhere, and it signs on the door where you cannot get in unless you have on a mask. Everybody's very compliant. So I don't know. Maybe they took tests at the door. Waited 15 minutes.
No, you know, they're doing the low temperature thing with everyone. Right. They're doing the low temperature thing with everybody, which, by the way, you guys, have them do your wrist. Don't have them point that there, because, you know, that's a lot of rays coming right at you. So do know this, that you can do your wrist. You ain't got to let somebody, you know, just throw some rays up on your skull, you know. I'm serious. It's like every time, like, hey, go there. And then they're x-raying you. Like, you got to watch all of this stuff that's coming in, you know.
I'm sure that Very little precautions were taken. This is no shade to her. It's just society. There's a lot of shit that's going down that people are just like Vivica said, they're COVID fatigue.
COVID fatigue. That's the word, Claudia. Thank you.
You're welcome. Atlanta is the mecca of it right now. Y'all been not really taking it. Not your area, Selena, because I seen your house. You in a different area. But Atlanta,
the people
twerking in water and all over each other. The strip clubs, none of that stuff really shut down. I'm a little concerned because Atlanta being such a very Black city, that the lack of taking it seriously is a lot of these folks may be going home to their mamas and their grandmas and grandpas at home. So
it's that part.
But I see a lot of young people and actually a lot of older people not taking the shit seriously anymore. I really do.
Well, you saw what Ice-T, he tweeted that.
I saw that.
Coco's father, he said that he was one that he was avid
anti-masker.
He was an anti-masker. He was avid about not wearing a mask, and he ended up catching the COVID. And he was like, in the comments, he was like, "Oh, but he's changed his mind. He's changed his perspective now. Now he's on like
as he had an oxygen mask.
Yeah, he's dependent upon it right now."
Yeah.
So
I'm so glad he shared that, because those are the type of stories that needs to get to the people that's not wearing the mask so they can start being believers.
Agreed.
I had on the mask all day. They got on my damn nerve, but I show enough.
I be wearing it inside my truck. I forget that I have it on, and
exactly.
I looking at me and I go, "Oh, I can breathe inside here," you know.
I had it on all day today. It was a fool.
Break, but we got to talk about this Mike Tyson fight when we come back.
So, child. It
was the best thing I've ever seen.
Me too.
And that other fight.
Pro Nate. Nate.
Let me tell you something. That Nate Robinson fight, baby, that was like when Martin got beat up by Tommy Hearns. Remember that episode?
We'll be back with more cocktails with the queens, and right after this, to talk all about it. It's gonna be shady.
Woo, child.